StableMate by Magnum, kit set stabling solutions.
Hi, I'm Edward Bullock, Grand Prix show jumping rider. Today I'm going to demonstrate the same line that I jumped last episode, but this time I'm going to add an extra stride. In the last episode I rode to its normal distance of 5 strides, but this time I'm going to shorten the stride and ask him to do 6. To fit in 6, it's important that you ride the first jump as more of a waiting stride rather than a press. And then on landing, your first stride, you must half halt so that they shorten their stride to fit in the room. After that, you canter down watching the next jump and deciding on whether to keep lengthening or shortening depending on how much room you have. I'll pick it up like last time. As I said, pick up a good forward canter to fit your 5 strides in. This time we go on a shorter stride, but as I said with the waiting, the worst thing you can do is go too short, so we get them nice and short and then just move them up. I like to think second gear. I often soften a bit to fit so I can fit something I can wait with, and now half halt, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's also important when you're waiting is to make sure you've got your leg on takeoff. So I canter in, I've got a nice short stride, and now I just soften my hand so I pick up something I can wait with. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You might even seen on my last 2 strides is how I was happy I had my room for 6 strides. I even softened my hands a little. So again, nice and short out here, and then let them just open up to second gear and then canter down. I stay soft until I see my shorter stride and then wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sometimes in a course and you need to add a stride, or you're trying to do it with a slightly bigger oxer, you can't sort of shorten too much of the first one. I canter down. Sometimes jumping a vertical first, you might get extra short to the vertical, extra short on the landing. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you can just ride a little bit to the oxer. Sometimes when you're doing oxer first, you can actually just go a little more forward to it and then ask your horse to wait to the vertical. 4, 5, 6. You can see he's just arguing a little, but that's just a little bit of work to be done on him to teach him to stay relaxed. I'll just do a few close-ups. Yep. Well, have you got enough close-ups? Okay. Okay. The important thing when adding a stride is to be able to try to get a nice short stride to the first one, ideally, and then on your first stride on landing, then to half halt. After that, how much you half halt depends on how successful you are at shortening. If you've shortened enough, ideally you should be able to soften and maintain that stride. If you need to shorten more, you might need to repeat a couple more half halts. Next episode I will start to demonstrate on how to ride a full course.
StableMate by Magnum, kit set stabling solutions.